Hi guys, welcome to Finish Awesome Friday. Today I just want to talk quickly about failure and why it's actually beneficial to you in life. You may be coming to the end of the first month of an exercise regime, a diet, any form of sort of looking after yourself and feeling healthy. And this is the time actually when people start to waver. You know, as we go into the month of February, into the month of March, you know, what we notice in the fitness industry obviously is that memberships start to dwindle, people start not attending classes they normally are, and things start to drop down, and obviously you then quit, okay? Now, quitting is never acceptable, okay? It's easy to quit, it's easy to give up something, you know, but as adults, like we say to our children, you know, as responsible adults, you should be able to battle through the hard times and get over it and get to that next stage, okay? And that is true about fitness and about everything else in life, okay? So failure is actually part of what we do. You know, you may be getting to a point where you're doing something and you know, you don't feel like you're getting strong enough anymore. You don't feel the benefits of it anymore. You still think it's hard, but that is what it's meant to be. You know, training is meant to be hard. It's meant to be difficult. You're meant to feel uncomfortable. You're meant to feel sore. You're meant to feel weak. You're meant to feel out of breath when you're doing it. You're meant to get a sweat, okay? It's never going to feel to the point where you're just going, you know what, this feels really easy today. I can rock this. I can rock this 100 kilos over my head. It never feels like that. It always will feel like a strain, okay? So failure is the most important part of training, okay? I'm going to butcher this, but Arnold Schwarzenegger said it best when he talks about his success and what he does. And he says that you never learn anything through your victories, okay? Your victories are there and they're fantastic, and that's what you train for and that's what you're building up to, but you learn nothing from them, okay? Whether it was in his business, whether it was in his bodybuilding, whether it was in the movies, he always learned through his failures, okay? He always learned through the things that he did wrong, the mistakes he made, or the training cycles that were the most grueling and difficult. He actually learned more from those experiences because it taught him how much he can push his body and how much he can get through, okay? It's not the person that gets through and wins everything, okay? It's the person that gets knocked down and gets back up again. I actually think that was Sylvester Stallone. I'm quoting a lot of muscle-bound heroes right now, but that's basically the idea, okay? When you fail, okay, you don't look at it and say, oh, I failed, now I'll just give it all up, it's over and done with. You actually learn from that experience and push on from there, okay? Just think of it nice and simple. If you miss one day of training, okay, you've missed a day of training, okay, oh, it's bad, you know, you've gone back a bit, but there's 364 days a year, you know, you've got that time to make back up. You know, you miss 1 week because you've been ill, okay? You were ill, you come back, you feel weaker, you feel rubbish, you think, oh, you know, all that hard work I've put in, everything I've done, and now I'm a bit heavier on the scale and I don't feel very good in the class anymore, whereas I felt really fit just before I was ill. But that's 1 week out of 52 weeks, so you've got basically 51 weeks to make that time back up, okay? You could miss an entire month. Maybe you're going traveling on holiday, you've got kids that are sick, or you've got to basically do loads of things. Maybe work gets really hectic and you don't have the time to train or to put into that effort, so you decide, oh, I'm going to take a couple of weeks off. You know, you miss a month, you still have 11 months to put it right. You should never ever quit, because quitting doesn't get you anything you want, okay? It puts you right back to square one again, sometimes even worse than that, okay? People then put on more weight, or they go back and you know, full circle back to where they were, and it's even worse for their health, okay? If you quit, then you're never ever going to achieve anything in life, okay? Whether that is in training, whether that is in life, in business, in family, in relationships. Quitting is easy. It's the easy route out. And as adults, as responsible adults, we have to make difficult decisions. That's part of being an adult. And quitting is never the option. You always fight. You always try and build yourself up and go forward for what you do, okay? The simple equation, really, the thing I would like you to think about, if you're ever in a situation where you're not enjoying what you're doing, if you don't enjoy the class you're doing, okay, rather than quit and say, oh, that's it, there's nothing else out there, find activities you do like. Maybe bike riding. As the sun starts to shine and the weather starts to get nicer, bike rides, runs outdoors, just going for long walks with the dog or with the kids. You know, these sort of things are much easier to do, of course, but, you know, that's the kind of activities you've got to find. Swimming, if it's not obviously still warm and you don't mind going out and swimming with the kids or going for a swim at lunchtime, just find an activity, something that you enjoy doing, and keep doing that and keep working at that and getting better at it and pushing yourself forward. I still believe you should train. I still believe you should do resistance exercises. I still believe you should do cardio. Those are important elements to keeping your fitness and health up. You should still diet. You should still do all those things, but those activities you do, the things you put most effort into and you know you're going to keep consistent with, that's the stuff that you've got to work on, okay? That's the thing you've got to do. You've got to fall in love with the process, and that is the most important aspect of fitness. You know, if you don't enjoy lifting heavy weights, then, you know, you're not going to be very strong, but okay, fair enough. But you'll find something else. Find body weight exercise, yoga, Pilates, anything that's going to basically put a bit of resistance on the body and make you work hard and stabilize your core is going to be a good option. So look at those options, find something you enjoy, stay consistent with it, okay? The last thing really with the diet, I know that obviously right now you've probably gone through a massive detox, you've taken out everything bad and you've worked really hard, but now you really want to have something good. You know, you really want to have some tasty treats, you want to have that ice cream, you want to have that cake, you want to have that pie, okay? Just have it, okay? But don't fall off the wagon. Don't get off the point where you're like, well, that's it, blown it, I've had a piece of pie and now I'm going to eat the entire fucking pie and I'm going to eat everything else along with it and I'm just going to give up the diet, okay? The idea of a diet is that it's something sustainable. So it should be something that you can do for your entire life. And if you can't do that, then the thing that you're currently doing is wrong, okay? So for me, examples, I love intermittent fasting, okay? I follow the 5-2 diet as strictly as I can, but I know that some days it's not going to work right. Some days social times get in the way. Sometimes I just don't feel like fasting, so I won't. And that is how I run things. You know, flexibility has got to be the most important part of your diet. So eat mostly good things, eat vegetables, eat meats, eat, you know, low processed products. And then when you feel like it, if you're with the family or you're sitting there in the evening and you fancy a bit of cake or you fancy some crisps, then have them. You know, don't eat the entire packet, don't eat the entire box, but have some. Just get it out of your system and enjoy it. If you can't do that, if you're someone that has to be strict with yourself, then just grow up and realize that you have to do that, okay? If you can't have a little bit or you have it all, then don't have any. But if you're, you know, the majority of people out there should be able to have a little treat every now and again and enjoy that time, okay? The diet should not be something that you're held to do and you're forced to do, okay? You've got to grow up and realize that you need to eat vegetables, you need to eat fruit, you need to eat meats, you need to live healthily, okay? Most of the time. And then when you want that treat, when you're out with the kids, when you're on holiday, blow out and go crazy and don't care about it, because you know when you get back it's the exact same thing. You have a week of bad food on holiday, you come back, you've got 52 weeks to make that up, okay? But you don't go super one extreme to the other, you find that middle ground and you work on that middle ground, okay guys? So that is it really, just a nice quick note. It's okay to fail, it's okay to do things wrong, you get back on that wagon and you carry on going and you push forward. That is the most important thing you can do, okay? Quitters never win and winners never quit, okay? I hope you guys have a great Friday. I'll see you guys next week. Just be awesome. See you soon.